There'll come a moment in life when you have to make that choice. The choice, either I'm gonna play it safe or I'm gonna take that risk. But that can completely change your life. For me as well, from childhood, it was moving the countries, not knowing the language, not knowing the customs, not having the safety net or the family or a support system. So naturally, I followed the pathway of education because I didn't know anything else. So I finished both my bachelor's and master's in science. But at some point, that time came for me as well, where I had to decide, am I just gonna follow the conventional path, or am I gonna take risk and bet everything on myself? Playing safe is not a bad thing. Nowadays, there's so much propaganda about, oh, following conventional paths is wrong, or everyone's becoming an entrepreneur, everyone's taking that different path. But that's not for everyone, and that's okay. But for me, and I know for many of you guys as well, that's not the case. You don't want to play it safe. You do not want to, 10 years down the line, look back and say, what would have happened if I just bet everything on myself? What would have happened if I took that risk? You don't want to do that. For me as well, maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe it's just pride that I don't want to say that I took that risk and it led me to fail multiple times. But ego is not always a bad thing. Ego is something that's gonna drive us to achieve the things that we want because we refuse to give up. To the outside world, it's gonna look like irrational. It's gonna look like that is the most stupid thing you are doing because clearly there is no results. But staying in that comfort zone and playing it safe can cost way more down the line. Most people stay where they are not because they're afraid to take that risk or they're afraid to do the job or let the work, put in the work. It's not that, it's the uncertainty that comes with it. Uncertainty of you don't know what's gonna happen because there's always a chance of it not working out. You don't know what challenges you're gonna face on the way. You don't know what's coming next. And that's the part that makes people not take the risk. It's not the work itself because 90% of the people are willing to put in the work. If you are really passionate about it, you are gonna put in the work. Whether it was an education, whether it was some sort of sports, if you really want it, you are gonna achieve it. It's just the uncertainty. Oh, I don't know what's coming next. I don't know what's gonna happen. What if it doesn't work out? But what if it does? Nobody tries first time and it's just gonna work out. That's the thing we have to kind of accept. After I decided to take a risk, I failed so many times. At that point, I was like, there is nothing for me to be afraid of because the amount of times I failed and faced rejections is insane that I'm not scared anymore because what's the worst case scenario? It's not gonna work out again. I tried multiple businesses. I tried multiple side hustle ventures. Some of them got results, many of them failed. Majority of them failed. But I learned new skills. I learned new things about my character. It built me up as a stronger person who next time when I see the same amount of failure, I'm not scared anymore. Oh, it didn't work out. It's okay, I'll try something else or I'll try again. You got a rejection. Well, I got hundreds of those, but you have to be ready to face that. That's the only thing. You have to refuse to give up. I refuse to give up and look at myself maybe 10 years later down the line and think, what would have happened if I just decided to try that venture? Because I know that regret is the worst thing and I do not want to face regret. I'd rather 10 years later look and say, I've tried everything in my power. I've tried everything that I could within that time, with the knowledge that I had, within the power and the energy I had and the amount of work I put in. I know that there's no stone that I didn't turn and tried everything for me to be at that state. maybe I will be still figuring it out. Maybe there's gonna be completely new thing I'm gonna be working on. Maybe my idea of life will change, but that's okay. For the current moment, I know that I refuse to give up. Right now, I'm in the middle of building something new. I don't have all the answers yet, but that's okay. You don't have to have all the answers. One thing, I'd rather try and fail again than spend my life wondering what if. And I want this space, this channel, to be about those uncertain times, those times that come before the success. I want to share all the learnings, mistakes, and ideas that I'm going to be experiencing through trying this new venture. Because most interesting stories sometimes are not once the success come, but just before that. Those times where you are at the peak bottom, where you do not have a choice, where you don't know what's gonna happen next, where you feel like you are just about to give up. Those times are the ones that you will never forget. The times where you sat there by yourself with your thoughts, thinking, where did I go wrong? Or did I not give enough of myself? Did I not work hard enough? Those are the times that you will never forget. Not the success that comes, because once you got the success, you know how much work you put in, you know how much hard work you have done, you know how much growth it required you. You had to kill something in you, you had to outgrow that old version of you for you to be able to achieve that success. So I know there are many of people who are still navigating through life, or they're just about to start navigating through life. And I just want this channel to be a reflection, the moment that I can look as well and say, I've done so much learning, I've grown so much. So follow the journey if you are somebody who's like me, who refuses to settle, refuses to take a no for an answer. Someone who's gonna try no matter what. Someone who's gonna be learning through life. Someone who's gonna be making mistakes. The most important thing, and what combines no matter what industry, is the growth, the work you put in, and the mindset of someone who refuses to settle.